Hello everybody, hey Star Wars fans, it's me, Matthew Reinhart, and today in art class we are going to celebrate May the 4th, which was a day or so ago, which is a special Star Wars day, right? Everyone had a great May the 4th, I hope everyone did. I did a special pop-up craft show with the Books of Wonder, and you can go online and check that out. It's on their Instagram, I think. And we made some special Star Wars pops. But you know, everybody, I hope maybe you know that I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, actually. And I've done three Star Wars books in the past, and I thought this whole week we would celebrate May the 4th with you by making some cool Star Wars crafts. So that's what we're going to do in class today in our art class. Woo! Star Wars art class. Star Wars art class. Woo! May the Force be with us, right? Okay. Well, let's hope that the crafts are with us today. So what do we need today? Well, first, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need some cardstock. You can use any color you want. I'm going to use a green color and maybe a brown piece of cardstock, if you can get that. Or you could use, I guess you could use construction paper, but you're going to print onto it. So I made some templates for you so we can make the craft today. So you're going to go down below and you're going to click on the link and you're going to download the templates, and there's two pieces of paper that you need. So not four, two pieces of paper that you're going to need. You need one of one color and one of another color if you want, or you can just use white and then color onto it. But it's best to use cardstock. So you're going to download those templates and you're going to print them onto the paper. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you. Here are the two pieces. I'm not going to tell you what this makes. What do you think this makes? Look at those templates. What do you think that's going to make? Well, who is the most popular new character from one of my favorite shows, The Mandalorian? You got it. It is Baby Yoda. Well, that's what some people call him, but his name is the Child. He really doesn't have a name. So we're going to make a Papercraft child. Woo! This is going to be so much fun. So we need cardstock, so two pieces of cardstock that we've printed on from the templates down below. So you just click on them, download it, and then you can print them out onto cardstock like this. What else do we need? Well, we need two types of, you can either have tape, you can use tape. I use double-sided tape and regular one-sided tape. You could do that. Or you could use glue. We could actually use glue. I think today we're going to use glue, and I just use like a regular white glue. Like, yes, that's right, it's glue. So we're going to use that. We need like some markers or something to color with, so you can use crayons or colored pencils. And let's see, we need a ruler. This ruler rules. Look at all the markers I got today. Whoa, I got a lot. Ruler. We're going to need a paper clip. And the paper clip we're going to use to make fold lines. Remember, we're going to score using that paper clip. And then we also need three, count them, three paper fasteners. Have you ever seen these things? They're also called paper metal brads. Who's Brad? I don't know Brad. Anyways, actually I have a friend whose name is Brad and he's really cool. But anyways, we are using these metal paper fasteners, and what you stick them through the paper and then you can sort of spread them out. But that's what we're going to do later on. So you need three of them. Okay, so let's count 1, 2, 3. And I always have an extra one just in case, because I make lots and lots of mistakes, so I have to make sure that I have extras around. So all right. Oh, we need scissors too, because scissors, yeah. And maybe some markers, like I said, markers, pencil, whatever. All right, ready to get started? Let's get going, class. All right, after we have printed out both of these different templates, you're going to see the ones with this shape. I would print, if you have colored cardstock, I would print it onto like a color like this. So these pieces will all need to be like brown or a gray. I also did a gray one. You can see it a lot better. But so this is going to be the child's cloak and coat that he wears. He wears a really big little like sort of outfit. I like this brown better. I'm going to wear the brown. And then you're going to want these, if you have colored cardstock, you want to print this onto like a light green or something like that. Or, like I said, you could print this onto white cardstock and then just color in the stuff. And I'll show you where to color in everything, okay? So the first thing you're going to need to do is we've got to score all the lines. Now, there are two types of lines on all these. It's harder to see on this one. But there are two types of lines. There is a dotted line, and that's going to show you, that's going to be where to fold. And then there's also a solid line, and that's where we're going to cut. And then these gray points tell us where we're supposed to glue things. So let's get started doing the scoring. And scoring is really easy. We do this all the time in our crafts that I do, but I'll show you. Now, since this is an art class video, it's a little bit more rough and ready. So we're just going to go, come on, get in there so we can see this. All right, Here's my ruler. Every time I see one of these dotted lines, what do? I want to rub the edge of this paper clip here. Let's make sure that's done like that, right there. I want to rub it wherever it is, just like this. I'm rubbing it onto where that fold line, that dotted line is. And I'm just laying my ruler along that dotted line and kind of pressing down a little. Not too hard. Let's see if you can see it. If I can pull in a little, can you see it? That's a little blurry. Here we go. So I'm going to say that again, Ben. All right, the first step that we're going to need to do is score all the dotted lines. You see these dotted lines here and here and here and there? We're going to use a paper clip. We're going to sort of press down with the edge of a paper clip using a ruler as our guide. So watch how I do this. See? I just sort of line up along the dotted line, only along dotted lines, and I'm pressing down with the edge of my paper clip, just like that. So every time you see a dotted line, for all of these templates, for both the brown piece and for the green piece, you're going to press down and score. And what this is doing is, this is preparing our piece. There's going to be a fold there, so it'll make it much easier to fold along those lines. Oh, I forgot that one. Do it up there and there. Okay, so I've got all those done. Let's check on our other piece here. All right, let's see. There's one there, 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 there. All right, let's get going. What do? I line it up just like that. Oh, I like to, I know that May the 4th be with you was one day, but I like to celebrate the whole week. So that's what we're going to be doing. You can never get enough Star Wars, at least as far as I'm concerned. I love it. I have had Star Wars in my, well, pretty much almost my entire life, and it's really been important. It was Star Wars inspired me to be an artist, actually. And so, because there were so many great artists that worked on those movies, so I scored all these. All right, next up, we're going to cut out these pieces. So everywhere that we see a solid line, we're going to cut using scissors. So let's get started. I'm just gonna cutting along those. Now you're gonna see that some of these are kind of hard to cut, so you just carefully take your time, cut out along all the solid black lines. And if you watch while I'm cutting, it doesn't have to be totally perfect, but if you'll see while I'm cutting, I'm actually moving my paper and keeping my scissors kind of in one position. Sometimes I have to reposition myself, but I'm cutting it out and moving the paper and keeping my scissors in one place. So that way I can get all those crevices really well. See that? Like I get all those little places. Instead of moving my hand all around, like having to move my hand like this, watch it. See how much harder it is when you have to do it like that? My hand doesn't go that way. So that way I just move the paper and I take my time. And when I'm going around those edges, I really take my time. All right, so here we are. Now we get to do some fun. We've got all our pieces cut out. Did you catch up, everyone? Did you get all your pieces? Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total pieces. 6, there I can count. I swear I can count. And 2 of them, you're gonna see that this is gonna be the head and those are the hands, and this is gonna be the coat for the child. All right, so let's get started. Let's do his face. First, when we're making this is going to be 3D, so it's going to be like a sculpture, a paper sculpture. And so we need to, sometimes it's kind of hard to draw on something after it's been built. So we're gonna actually color on it before we start to put it together. So let's see. Let's start out. Now, I want you to hold, let's start with his face, because it's really, that's going to be the hardest, right? So where this piece is going to be his face, and you're going to make sure that this piece is down on the bottom. So his face is going to go right in here, right here. So let's just draw it. There's the child's eyes, right? And we're gonna like add his nose. And you can color your eyes whatever way you want to. You don't have to do it exactly like me. You can decorate this. You can add green all around here. You can add little ridges or hair. You can add all kinds of stuff, eyebrows, and you can do all that stuff. I'm just gonna do the most simple thing because I don't want this to go too long. So let's see, I'm gonna make a little nose like that. And then I'm gonna add this little smile, just like that. If you want, you can, you know, maybe it makes me say, yeah, there. There we go. And that's the top. There's his little forehead. All right, so we've decorated that. But now watch. We're going to turn this upside down. Now these obviously are his ears, right? We're going to, I'm going to fold those little areas. See how I folded where those lines are? See, because we scored it, it's real easy to fold. See, it's going to kind of fold under like that. So you know what I'm going to do in those areas? I think I'm gonna turn it over, and I think I'm gonna color that pink, because he kind of has pinkish ears, right? Let's see. I'm gonna add a little pink in there, just like that, just to give him a little color. This is going to be the inside of his ears. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So that's the head. All right, so I'm going to put this, oh, his little hands. Here's his little hands. He has little claws, I think, but do I want to add anything to his hands? Maybe I'll just add a little bit there. Deet, deet, deet. Deet, deet, deet. There's his little claws. And, okay, then let's look at his coat. This is going to be his coat. And this is the outside collar. So maybe I'll just add a little bit of an edge here, just for the heck of it. Just to give him just to be a little different, you know? Just adding a little edge. And you, like I said, you can color this in. You can do whatever you want. Ooh, that's kind of metallic. I like that. I'm going to color that just like that. And I'm going to see that little gray area right there? That's in the, I'm going to leave that because I need to see it. But see, it sort of gave it a little texture there. I think that's kind of cool. And we have to be able to see those X's. See those X's there? Those plus marks? We got to be able to see those because those are going to be where we're going to put our metal fasteners through. So we're going to see that. Okay. So I think I've done all the things I need to do to decorate it. Let's blow in it. Okay. All right, so let's get to gluing. So let's see, come on out of here, glue. We're gonna use some white glue. Now you can also use double stick tape on these areas. There's an area right here and it says, and I'm gonna show you it on another printout, it says area A, and this is area A over here. So we're gonna roll it around and we're gonna glue it in that place. So I'm gonna use some white glue, but you could also use double stick if you wanted to. We're just gonna very lightly paint into that space, just like that. We're going to close our glue bottle. And we're going to kind of roll it around. See how I did that? So it was like this. And I'm just going to make sort of a cylinder, like a roll. And I'm going to place it. You can see there's the edge right there. And it should line up perfectly, just like that. I'm going to hold it in place. We got to have a little bit of patience and hold that in place for a little bit. Do do da 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 na 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 na. See, it just took that long, and oh, there we go. It's glued right in place. Now, what we're going to do is let's glue this edge right here, this little corner. You're going to see a little gray area. You can actually see it right here. See that? That's where what it should look like on a lighter piece. We're going to glue it right into place right there. And use a little glue. We're going to paint it into place. Be careful you don't use too much. Oops. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to unscrew this. Oops. Oopsies, making mistakes. That's all right. All right, so we're going to glue this piece right there, right into place where the shape fit. I'm going to hold it into place. Have a little patience. Let it sit there for a minute. And sometimes you got to hold it, right? So you just kind of, I don't know, sing a Star Wars song like dun 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 dun. Okay, so it's pretty good. That's pretty good. So we've glued that into place now. So we've got those two things, and this is what you should have so far. All right, do you need time to catch up? Now we're going to glue this into place just right there. So what do? We glue on, and this is area B, by the way. We paint it into that shape, and watch. It just goes right there. Just like that. And we hold it. We hold it again. Oh, darn, I forgot how the Mando, see how I'm pinching it? Just pinching it in place. This is going to become the collar of our Papercraft child. So we just hold it there, hold it down. Now, see, that's his upper collar. See that? Let's blow on it. There we go. Oh, that really worked, Matthew. All right, cool. So let's put this aside for now. And let's do both of his sleeves. Now, these are going to be the sleeves. All right, there's one side and there's the other side. And we need to put, let's see, one side goes here. The other one goes there. Right? Yeah. Just like that. Let's pull in close. And we're going to just put a little glue. There's a little area that says glue area G, and this is for G, and it goes right on there, just like that. And then see there's a little gray area that's right there. We're going to glue that right into place as well. All right, so there we have. Those are going to be the sleeves. But we're going to actually curl it up onto itself. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to fold this up on this one, just like that. We're going to put a little glue on the back side of that tab, just like that. And then we're going to fold this over and sort of curl it. See how I've curled it? And we're going to hold it in place with our fingers just like this. See how that worked? Just like that. And I'm holding it in place and being patient and waiting for it to dry. It takes a couple minutes. So we just hold it. Maybe have the TV on, or maybe, I don't know, talk to somebody who's around you, or whistle a tune. Oh, see, look, it's coming up. I didn't hold it long enough. Maybe I should add a little bit more glue. See, everyone makes mistakes. We all make mistakes. So I'm just going to hold it a little bit long, and I'm going to try to have some patience. So let's see. Having patience with this. It's hard to wait, but I'm going to wait because I need to wait when I'm making something with glue. Ooh, that's true. See, I made a rhyme. I made a rhyme. Okay, there we go. That's one sleeve. Look at that. So there's one sleeve. There's one sleeve. Let's do the same for this side. So we can add this to the back side of the tab. We fold it over, back side. See, we'll put that. And then we're going to fold this bit here. And we're going to kind of roll it onto itself, just like this. And we're kind of holding it in place. with our fingers. With my fingers, our fingers, somebody's fingers, your fingers. And I'm just holding it in place. Now, if you can't get your fingers in there, you can always put something like, oh, I don't know, like a marker, and we can press down on it like this, press it in place. That might be easier. We can just press it, sort of rub it. Oh, look, everything's moving. See how I press that into place? Now, it's still not completely dry, so let's wait just a little bit longer and press it down the way we're supposed to. Sometimes we got to have a little patience when we're making crafts, right? In art class, you got to have a little patience sometimes. Ooh, but that looks good. Look at there's the two arms. We need to make these two. Oh, those are so cool. Okay, now, let's get to adding the arms to the body. All right? So what we need to do, we need to find the little X, just like that. Come here, you paper fastener. And we're going to press this paper fastener right through like this. See how I pressed it through? And it's easy to do these because they're kind of sharp there. And now, for this side, I'm going to put it, let's make sure I did it right. Yes. Now, I'm going to press, see this X here? I'm going to put it through here. And I'm just going to carefully press it. See how I did that? I pressed it and it went right through the X. Just like that. Okay, now look inside. See inside there? What do we do when we put the paper fastener in there? We actually need to spread it apart. So I'm going to stick my fingers through. And see how I did that? I just pressed it apart. So now our little arms can go up and down. See, that's what's cool about using paper fasteners, is it gives you a little bit of articulation. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually add, remember when we added the little fingernails? I'm going to do it on this side too. See how hard it is? It's sometimes a little hard to draw once they're on there. So there we go. Okay, there's one arm. Okay, let's do the other one. Oh, maybe I'll add his fingernails on this side too. Oops, see, sometimes I don't get all the plans right, and that's okay. We can make stuff up as we go along if we have to. What do we do first? We get one of our metal fasteners. We poke it through the X right there. There we go. Spread apart. Now, it's got two hands. Good. Okay. Put that aside. That's the body. Let's do the head. Okay. It's pretty easy to do. We're going to make sure all these things are folded. Even though we made our score lines, we just want to make sure that some of these things fold right. So it folds kind of like this and like this. See how those kind of, we're just folding them in the right directions. And then we're going to fold these under. Okay, first, we are going to curve this like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. I'm going to kind of curve it like this. And we want to make sure that this piece goes right and lines up right there. See how that works? So here it is like this. I'm curving it around. It should line up right there. Okay? So let's add some glue to area J. Just like that, just within that little square. And we're going to turn it around. Okay, remember that? We're going to turn that little part of the rectangle around just like that. And we're going to pinch it in place, just like that. See how that works? There's his body. His body's waiting. He's like, oh, I can't wait to go on my body. Actually, he doesn't talk, right? Let's get these out of the way. Scraps. Gosh, gotta have a clean workspace. Okay, see how I did that? Okay, there's one side that we did. And what you can do with this ear, once we're done, we'll slot these ears into there. Okay, we did one side. Let's do the other side. So this, we're going to pull this down here. See that? That's area I. we're going to put a little glue in place right there in that little square. Then remember, we kind of twist this around, not twist it, but we kind of bend it, but we don't fold it, we don't bend it, but we kind of curve it, and we place it, and it fits the gray spot exactly right there. And we pinch it and hold it in place. And we have to be patient with glue sometimes. Now, if you use a double-sided tape, it's a lot quicker, but we're using glue. So we're going to hold it and do a little, we love the Mandalorian TV show. I do, at least. Okay, oh my gosh, he's so cute. But we're not finished yet. We have to put a brad through this area, and we have to glue these two tabs. So let's first use a brad like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke it through on this side real carefully. Okay, so I poked it through just where the X is. And I poked it through and then I pulled it out. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push it through. So I used my brad and I poked it through the X, right? And then I pulled it out and turned it over. And now we're going to push it through going this way. Got that? So that's the way your brad should be going. When you look at it from the front, oops, came out. The brad should be coming out of, come back here, Brad. Who's Brad? This paper fastener should be going through this way. See how that works? And we're going to bring over the body. This is the body. And we are also going to poke it through that hole just like this. All right, so I'm poking it through just like that. And the head and the body aren't quite all put together yet, but we need to do this first. And once we poke the brad through, what do? We pull apart the brad. Or excuse me, I keep calling it brad, it's paper fastener. So we pull it through that way. And then we're going to turn around this piece and we're going to glue these tabs into place. So see where these areas go? So we're just going to add a little glue here. We're going to glue these tabs into place. And they both go just like that. See how I did that? I'm going to glue that into place. I'm going to hold it just like that. So we did that on that side, and let's do the other side. I'm going to glue that tab just right there. And the good thing is we've got some holes up by the ears so we can put our fingers through and hold it into place. This part's a little hard while it's all connected. But we wait long enough and it should sit in place. All right, so now the head is attached. And then we have this last tab, and this tab doesn't have a name or anything like that. This tab is going to glue, we're going to add some glue right here, and it's going to glue down just right there. And it's going to glue, see where I glue it? It's going to glue, let's see if you can see. It's going to glue to the inside of here. So what I'll do is I'll glue the tab, put glue on the tab, and then I'm just going to hold it on the inside. See how it, and I'm pressing down, I'm holding it into place and pressing it down. Oh my, look what we made. Look what we made. Oh my God, I can't wait to take him home and cuddle with him. Just don't cuddle too hard because he's just made out of paper. Look, we made our very own child Papercraft doll. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, please use the force. Please use the force. Oh, look. Oh, I'm using force. Use the force. Lift that glue. Lift that glue. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, it's just me. Oh my gosh. So here we are. We made our very own the child, or as some people call him, Baby Yoda. Yoda baby. But we made our very own. And it's just out of cardstock. Look. And he's so cute. And he's got a nice sweet face. You can color him and decorate him the way you want to. So here it is. Thank you for coming to art class. We're all finished with our art project. Our first May the 4th Be With You week art class project. Here he is, our own Papercraft child figure, or Baby Yoda. That's right. And there he is. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I'm gonna take him home. I hope you've enjoyed today's art class, and I've really enjoyed making it with you. So I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. It's Matthew Reinhart, and bye.